Hello guys, Sweet Disaster here. Welcome back to The Last Door. So this time we're going to be diving into episode 2. So without any further ado, let's start. Previously on The Last Door, Jeremiah DeVitt receives a mysterious letter from his childhood friend Anthony Beechworth. He travels to his friend's manor in Sussex, where he learns of Anthony's descent into madness and the death of his wife, Anna Beechworth. DeVitt faces the perils of the house and finally finds the dead body of his friend, who committed suicide. Anthony's final letter warns DeVitt of an unknown danger and asks him to remember his past by going back to the boarding school they both attended years back. Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Oh, playing as a different person. It looks like a priest. So, what's this? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. That's weird. Give us each day our daily bread. Can we leave? Alright. Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Alright, since we saw this intro credits in the first episode, I think we can actually skip this. So that's what we're gonna do. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? Ooh, this looks very creepy. There's nothing around. Ooh, what's that? Who is it? Is it Anthony? Answer me. Whoa! That actually made me jump. What is she doing? Get close to her. Get close to Anna. Okay. I keep trying to see if there's anything else I can check out, but I don't think so. When I count to 3, you'll wake up. 1, 2, 3. Now wake up! Wake up! You can rest now, Mrs. DeVitt. There will be enough for today. Are these sessions really necessary? I am confident that this is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. Now, did you ever see him again? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? Oh yeah, we're gonna have options. So, I think this is actually pretty cool. Let's see. Looked like an eye. It was like an eye. Perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrifying, pain-filled screams I've ever heard. Inside, a complete darkness where an evil dwells deep below. A forgotten fear for human reasoning, but undoubtedly still rests deep down inside our being. In my case, that fear is already awoken. I can understand why you are disturbed, Mrs. DeVitt. With your permission, I would like to consult on your case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years who is more versed in modern psychological practices. I think his knowledge and experience would be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. If you think it would help, Doctor, I leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you good evening. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have left your wife Anna die so awfully? These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall little of those years. Were your words the result of an increasing loss of sanity? In your letter, you wrote that someone awaits me. A warning, to warn me from a genuine danger or merely ravings of a brilliant mind addled by insanity? Something stirs uneasily within my heart. I will not rest easily again until I go back to that boarding school and find out what secrets may lie within. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace. I guess he's on his way to the boarding school. We arrived. Episode 2, Memories. Alright. Anything I can check over here? Oh. An old, quite damaged mailbox. There is a postcard inside the mailbox. Dear Matthew, it has been several months and I still have heard no news from you. My brothers insist that you have abandoned me, but I am sure you remain true. I know that you would never do that to me, for I know your heart and the honesty of your eyes. I got this address from a hospital in London, and I pray that it reaches you safely. If that is the case, I want you to know that I will be always waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. Nah, that's cute. Alright, anything? Ooh. The angel Gabriel, the school's emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but it looks neglected and dirty now. Well, it's been a few years. A stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have broken off of the fountain. Can we? Yes, we can. Okay. Guess I'm gonna check this side first before we go in. Just make sure I don't miss anything, any items or anything like that outside. Locked wood coffin, badly finished. It seems that whoever made it was a bit rushed to finish. They're digging up graves in a boarding school. Good evening. I hope you are right and this turns out to be indeed a good evening. My name is DeVitt. I did not know there was a graveyard here. My pleasure, Mrs. DeVitt. I am Frank Baldwin. Do not ask me why, but Monsignor specifically ordered to bury the corpses here. Did he order to bury corpses here? Why? I do not understand. What is there to understand, Mr. DeVitt? God has forsaken this place. Ah, don't you know? Here we take care of patients. I am an old alumnus. I used to attend the school. It has been a long time since this is not a boarding school anymore. The building is now used as a nursing home run by nuns. A former student, eh? I never heard anybody in the village speak fondly of the school. They say it closed overnight, though nobody knows why. Not a lot was known about it. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening, alumnus DeVitt. Okay. That was a weird conversation. Small groups of grave has been, I don't know how to read that. But yeah, it doesn't seem very, nice. if a graveyard can actually be nice. Um, ooh, it's a beach. Right, ooh, what's that? The cliff somehow looks very inviting. I wonder how many poor souls have jumped from it. Probably a lot. What is this? A piece of old fishing net. And we're gonna need that, apparently. Many years adrift have perfectly smoothed this float Sam into a small log. Alright. The Lost Pilgrim, a sea stack older students at the school used to climb. Somewhere up there are my initials, and that's how accidents happen. Stupid teenagers. Don't be stupid. Alright, let's go back upstairs. I don't think there's anything there. I think we pretty much have every item we need from the outside, so not gonna try that door yet. We're gonna go through the front door, actually. I prefer it that way. Oh, hello. So yeah, this is not a boarding school anymore. Apparently this, as you guys could see, this is a nursing home. And things don't seem to be going too well. I mean, there's a lot of graves outside, so... Pardon, excuse me, sister. She doesn't seem very friendly. Good evening, sister. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, mister? DeVitt. I'm a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. DeVitt, this stopped being an academic institution a long time ago, and is now exclusively dedicated to prayer and the well-being of the patients under our care. I see. Even so, may I please speak to Mr. DeVitt? I'm afraid that we are too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. In addition, there is little to say. We sisters arrived after the boarding school had closed down. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly. But you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place, Mr. DeVitt? I prefer not to talk about it. To be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important for me, but it is. A lot. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. DeVitt. I'll allow you to stay around here. I hope I won't regret my decision. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you. Alright. So now we're gonna get to the real exploring of this place. Okay, so like we did in the last episode, we are gonna explore the ground floor first. Start with this door. Mr. DeVitt, you are not allowed to get in there. Alright. So, I think we need to find a way to distract the nun, actually, to go into that room, if I remember correctly. So we're gonna go here. What's this? Some bandages and other medical equipment, nothing of interest. Doctor. I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind. He has been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Mary Vinge, and this is my brother Matthew. Juliet, why have you left me? Why you don't answer my letters? My letters. You see, the poor man is still obsessed with his fiancée. He won't accept that she left him months ago. My poor Matthew. Matthew, now I remember. Hold on. Remember that letter that we read that we got from the mailbox? That was Juliet, and this is Matthew. So, I think I forgot to read that, but I think we can actually give the letter to this guy. Thank you. Okay, let's try that. Mr. Vinge, I think this letter is addressed to you. Oh, thank you. Leave it with me, if you'd be so kind. As you can see, my brother is too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see who has written to you. Oh, it's a letter from our mother. Dear Matthew, I hope you are recovering. I wish that your beloved sister and you come back home soon. She is lying. And I cannot talk to him. Yeah, Miss Vinge is making up letters' contents. Can I actually check this? Among the baggages, I can see a packet of letters bound by twine. can we actually... All these unopened letters are addressed to Matthew. Why would his sister keep them? Aha! My letters! All the letters I wrote to dear Juliet. You never posted them. But why, Mary? Why would you do such a thing? How could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. You refuse to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Her only interest is in marrying someone of your status, of our family status. It was for your sake I did this. I did it to protect you from that woman's treachery. No, you only thought about yourself, of your vanity. I can't bear to look upon you anymore, Mary. Leave me be. From this day forth, you are no sister of mine. You dare banish me? I, who have stayed by your side all through your illness? Very well, Matthew. You will have your way. I will leave you, and then you will see how very alone you are. Farewell, brother. What a bitch! Thanks be to the Lord that you have come to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Please take this coin as a token of my appreciation. It is my lucky coin, though I hope it serves you better than it has myself. Alright, so we're gonna need this. We're gonna leave that dude because we can't talk to him anymore. Alright, a magazine entitled Weird Tales. There's no one in this bed. Photographs of people, most likely family and friends of this bed's previous resident. Are you alright, madam? There was a rhythmic sound, like a breathing. What do you mean? It was last night. I felt an increasing pressure on my temples. Something dry and rough like tree bark brushed against my leg, and I saw something on the wall, like a growing shadow. I lit the lamp, and there was nothing. I am sure it was just a nightmare, madam. The poor woman is falling into uneasy, fitful sleep. Alright, let's check on this one. He is quite a pale young boy. He's asleep. Are you sure he's asleep? Might be dead. Please, someone. Petey? I am sorry. You cannot be here. Is there some way I can help? Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there, next to the statue of Our Lady. Don't you think she is beautiful? The Virgin listens to those in need. A gloomy statue of Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful, if that is possible. It's very true. Let's check this door. Ooh, I unlocked it. Ah, alright, so this brings us back outside. Okay, let's check this one then. Ooh. I remember that we used to keep here some textbooks. Now there is a music box. Can we pick it up? Yes, we can. We used to keep our textbooks on these shelves. What's this? Dear brother, I have received your letter, and I'll try to write you more frequently. I hope you are studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with fever, and I do not feel very well, but I am on medication. Today is my birthday and I am feeling blue. It is a quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mom is going to cook a lemon cake like those Grandma used to make. I wish you could eat it together. Right back soon. I am looking forward to knowing how you are doing, what you are learning, how is Scotland, and so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot. Your dear sister. Is anything else I can check in here? I do know this is going to be a very important room later on in this episode. January 15th, 1876. Father Ernest seemed unusually troubled today. Several times he paused abruptly in the middle of a lecture for no reason, even during his favorite class, theology. January 18th. Today, Father Ernest was very irritable. Collins made a comment and was expelled from class for it, and even DeWitt was admonished just for reading a philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his ire toward me. My father will be disappointed if I fail to get good marks. January 21st. It was very disconcerting to see Father Ernest entering class so pale and sweaty. In the middle of his lecture, he stumbled, dazed, and had to sit. Whoa, you guys hear that? I keep hearing weird noises coming from this room. January 22nd. Father Eugene taught our theology class today, even though he doesn't know the subject matter as well as Father Ernest. When we asked him what happened to Father Ernest, Father Eugene told us that he had taken ill. What worries me is that how now Father Eugene is also starting to look unwell. February 20th. It has been a month since we last saw Father Ernest. We are told that he is still sick. But if he is so ill, then why hasn't a physician come to treat him? My studies are flagging, but I have taken upon myself to read on my own. I hope this helps, as I must succeed in spite of the problems happening around us. February 23rd. It was announced this morning that the school is to close. None of us know why, and we cannot get a straight answer from the faculty. They each dodged the question, and I am starting to think they may not know the answer themselves. Their anxiety is palpable, though they try to hide it behind a calm face. But what about Father Ernest? I hear he alone is to remain after we vacate the premises. There is a picture in the diary. It is a photograph of my graduating class. I see myself, Father Ernest, and Anthony. I do not remember the names of the others. One face has been completely scratched out. There is an odd sentence written on the board. In death there is hope. In death there is life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. It looks like it has been there for years, as the chalk has faded in some places. The books on the shelves are old and musty. Theology is the dominant subject. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for this room, at least for now. We're going to come back here later. As I said, this is going to be an important room later. Okay, so I think that with this, we explored the ground area completely. I don't think there's anything else that we can do here, so let's go explore upstairs now. Alright. Hello! A syringe next to a flask with a label that reads morphine. Okay, let's talk to this nun. Good evening, sister. Sister? All this suffering, all these tears, all our prayers unanswered. What do you mean, sister? All these years entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign, for something that can give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream, and die. And what for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me? Maybe there is no Lord, sister. What should we do then? What is our purpose for living? I can't go on, not like this. Excuse me, sir. Alright. She wants to be alone. I don't think there's anything in this room that we can pick up now. So, there is something we have to do there. But first, we're gonna check this. Another tapestry, though I remember from my school days the student dormitory was here. Yeah, we're gonna need to find something to cut this. Let's check this room. The showers. Just a couple of old towels. Okay, we're gonna need a piece of this mirror. A broken mirror. There is a protruding piece. Okay, grab it. And as you guys can see, there's something in here. There is a puddle in the shower hole. It's something shining under the grating. I cannot see it properly. The tap of the shower. We need to do something about that. So first, we're gonna go back to this nun over here. She seems pretty sad after what I told her. So, remember in the first episode how I told you that you can actually combine a few items in your inventory? You combine the coin with the music box. Oh, what a beautiful melody. It reminds me of my youth when I was vibrant and full of purpose. I knew my path then. Oh, may God bless you. For you have given me the sign I was looking for. You are very welcome, sister. Okay, now we can finally check this window. That's what we needed. A lot of dry leaves have accumulated in the hole of this old rusty pipe. They are blocking the water stream. Okay, there we go. The hole has very sharp and rusty edges. If I try to put my hand in, I could cut myself. And this is where you use the stone. There we go. I blunted the sharp edges of the pipe. Now I need not fear being cut. Okay, now what you do next is use the net. There we go. The net should catch anything coming down the pipe. Alright. Now let's go back to the showers. Alright, I think we can finally do this. There we go. Oh wait, go back here. Now let's see what we got. The net has caught the shiny object.